What's up? Let's take a look at this Blokees Naruto right here. So originally I was actually not going to get this. I originally was just planning on getting the Boruto, but as I have shown on the channel recently, I did not realize that Blokees was going to make an entire line of Naruto figures, and I am extremely excited for their line. And yeah, when we got that announcement, I of course changed my mind on this. I had to go and pick this up, and I am very excited because if you guys saw the review I did on the Boruto, I loved this thing. I think this thing is awesome. It's easily a top 5 figure of the year for me. I love it. So I think I'm gonna love this one just as well, and I am just so hopeful for this line because I don't know, when I saw the picture of all the figures that Blokees had announced for this, I got really excited because, like, we love the SH Figure Arts line, obviously, but it feels like we're never gonna get any of the, like I don't want to say smaller characters, but, like, characters like Rock Lee, Kiba, you know, characters like that don't have as much of a prevalent, like, story and whatnot, but they're still cool characters that we like and would like to have figures of. It feels like SHF is never really gonna get those, or they're not gonna bother with them or whatever. Like, they still haven't given us Might Guy. Like, that's insane. So maybe Blokees is gonna be our savior, because these are gonna be the exact same scale as the SH Figure Arts. As I showed in the Blokees review, he's the exact same size as the SH Figure Arts Boruto. So yeah, I am just very, very, very excited for this line. I think it's going to be awesome, and yeah, I can't wait to check out this Naruto. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's start off by taking a look at the box right here, and it's pretty similar to the Boruto box. You got Naruto Uzumaki champion class right there, some QR code over there, the Naruto logo up there, Blokees on the side. We have all of the accessories that the figure comes with. You can see lots of cool stuff, even a Rasen Shuriken was pretty cool. And you can see, even though this is like a standard Shippuden Naruto, they did give us some really cool facial expressions that we actually haven't seen on the SH Figure Arts yet, like this one right here, which I think looks pretty dang cool. And it's a very different looking Rasen Shuriken as well, which I'm very excited to check out as well. And on the back, you have a picture of the sprue right there. Can't wait to put it together. The Boruto was a ton of fun to build. That's another awesome thing about these Blokees figures that I'm very excited about, is that I get to put them together, which is just super fun. I love putting stuff together. So very cool. It's like you get a Lego set and an action figure in one. That's just awesome. And then you got some awesome poses right here, and you can see these are actually some pretty sick poses, man. I am genuinely extremely excited to get this out and build them. So there you go. I'm gonna do this exactly the same way I did Boruto. So we'll open him up and take a look at the sprues, and then I'm going to cut the camera, build him off camera, and then we'll come back and do the full review. So there is the sprues right there. You can see them right there. We get quite a few, obviously a little bag right there as well, and then there is the instructions right there as well. I threw the box away for Boruto, but luckily I'm gonna get another Boruto from the BBTS release, so I'll keep that box when I get it. So yeah, and then yeah, you can just see all the sprues right here. Yeah, pretty exactly what I expected. So I'm gonna cut the camera, I'm gonna build it, and I'll come back to you guys. And we're back, and here is Blokees Naruto, and y'all, I like this figure, and this figure has given me so much hope. I am so excited for the Blokees Naruto line. I hope it does so well, because literally right at the time I'm recording this, we just got the news that we're also going to be getting a War Arc Sasuke to go with our War Arc Naruto. And I'm like, okay, obviously I love Naruto and Sasuke, and obviously I want more releases of them, but I also want so many goddamn characters from this amazing show. So many characters that I love so much, that I want an action figure of so badly. And they are giving us a 7th Naruto and only a 3rd Sasuke, so that one's not as egregious. But a 7th Naruto before a Might Guy, a Neji, a Rock Lee, a Gaara, a Kisame. Like, I could just go on and on and on. You guys know what characters I want. And this line might just be my big ray of hope. They might actually be able to go so far with these figures because they're cheaper. They don't have to assemble them because we assemble them, obviously. And they're great. I love this thing, and I love the Boruto. And let's get into the review so I can show you why I love it. So here is Blokees Naruto, and getting in here really close, you can see, starting out with the head sculpt. I will admit, the head sculpt, the face sculpt, not the best, and probably not as good as the Boruto's as well. I do think this face in particular, I think, is the weakest face. The other two, I think, are a lot better. I think the eye might be tampergraphed like a little bit off on this, but it is like that on the box as well. You can see it's the same way on the box right there. So I guess that's just how it came out right there. Now, obviously, this is nowhere near as good as likeness as the SH Figure Arts, and I'll just spoil this right up the front. This figure is nowhere near as good as the SH Figure Arts, okay? Let's just get that as a blanket statement over this review right now. But this face, and I'm sure all the faces for the champion class Naruto figures, are going going to have like, are probably not going to be as good as the SH Figure Arts, obviously, because this is more of a budget-friendly line, right? These figures are only going for $30 a piece. I imagine all of them, besides probably Kurama, will be going for about that price. So yeah, I think this face sculpt looks perfectly fine. And again, I think the other two look even better. And the Konoha headband looks amazing, very nice and sharp. And you got the bolts on either side right there. Like, that genuinely looks really good. Once again, comparing it to the SH Figure Arts Konoha headband right there. Obviously, once again, neither of them are anything bad in any way, shape, or form, but I also think both of them, including the Blokees, looks fantastic. The hair sculpt also looks great. You can see all the different spikes and whatnot. Obviously, you do have all those blemishes right there from the, of course, you had to cut them off of the sprues and stuff. You got the headband right there, which I love, but I'll get into that in the articulation. And then once again, all the spikes right there, and the hair looks freaking amazing. The collar right there, you can see he's quite a bit shorter than the SH Figure Arts Naruto. So if that's a problem for you, if you don't like how tall the SH Figure Arts Naruto is, because I know some people don't like that about this figure, then this might be a solution for you, and you might be able to swap the head. We can try that at some point in the video. And then moving down, of course, to the face, you got the whiskers right there looking great. The collar is so, look how much shorter the collar is, how much like thinner it is. That looks very, very good. Obviously, that's a subjective opinion on whether you like that or not, but I like both personally. And then you got the zipper right there looking amazing, very nicely done on the paint for the jumpsuit right there, or the jumper, or whatever the hell it is. Moving on to the arms. This arm, of course, just bare black, but of course on this one, you've got his cool Uzumaki thing with the little blood vial in there right there. Absolutely amazing. I love that. Check that out. Let's compare that with the SH Figure Arts right there. Once again, this has got nice picked out in silver right there, but honestly, the blood vial is a little bit more easy to see on the Blokees right there, but very, very, very cool. Moving down, once again, that silver for the zipper. Turning him around, you got the awesome Uzumaki logo right there. You got his little pouch right there, which is on a ball joint, and you've got his shuriken holster right there on his legs. And the feet, absolutely amazing. I love how this guy looks. Now, getting into probably the biggest weakness of the Blokees figures, and this applied to the Boruto as well, the posability articulation is not the best, and it's not on par with SH Figure Arts. But to go over it, the head right here can't really look up like at all, which is unfortunate since the Boruto could, but you can tilt it side to side and you can rotate it. If you want to get a little bit more movement, you can just pop off the head and just pop off the hairpiece back here. Just pop off the hairpiece. It's only really visible from the back, and that allows you to get a good amount of up right there. So it's not totally hopeless right there. One thing I really love about this figure though is the headband, which just lifts straight up and has a really, really, really good look to it. You can see it's got a nice little dynamic like wind blowing pose right there, and I really like it. And it just goes up and down. It doesn't have, it's not on a ball joint or anything, but it just looks really, really good from every angle. You can have it going down a little bit more, and it's even a little bit better than the standard SH Figure Arts. It's obviously not as good as the Sage Mode one, but compared to the standard one, I think it's a bit of an upgrade right there. Moving down to the torso, you can move him forward quite a bit right there. Not too bad at all for a building figure, and then a lot of back movement as well. And you can actually like mess with this because it's a double ball peg, so you can actually kind of like mess with it and close that gap right there and get some really good posement right there. And even forward, you can like move it that way. Like you can see how it works right there. You can like move forward, so that can allow you to get some extra movement as well, which is really cool. For the arms, they're on ball joints and they're on butterflies as well that you have to assemble, so those can be taken forward right there. You have a rotation at the arm, which is a little bit tight at first, but once you get it loosened up, it's really, really good. A little bit under double jointed bend right there at the elbow, but still pretty darn good. And the hands, of course, on a ball joint at the base right there, and then there's a hinge right there and a ball joint at the hand, so you can also rotate the hands and get side to side right there as well, which is awesome. Then you have a swivel at the waist right here, of course, a ball joint at the little pouch back here, and the legs, just like the Boruto, are dropped down, so you can drop them down and you can get quite a good amount of movement right there, quite a good kick right there. And then you can rotate. This is a very tight joint, but it does work. I kind of recommend just like pulling it off and then like rotating it to where you want to be and then just popping it back on right there, because it is very, very tight. To the knees definitely are a pretty big step down from the SH Figure Arts right there. You can see quite a bit less than the SH Figure Arts. Like I already said, this figure is not as good, is not the equal of the SH Figure Arts. But moving down here, you have, this is just pegged into there, so yeah, there's nothing there. And then the feet, unlike Boruto, which out of the box, the feet were like had like no range whatsoever, and of course we had to fix that, and I did a short on that. His feet actually have a good amount of space right there, so you can actually lift them up very good, which is one reason why I actually think this figure might actually be a little bit better than the Boruto. So yeah, articulation is solid. I've had a ton of fun posing this guy around, and when we get into the accessories, you're gonna see he comes with some really good accessories as well. And before we get into the accessories and the comparisons, I just gotta say how nice this guy feels, just like Boruto. An absolutely amazing figure to hold, to pose, an absolute joy. No floppy bits, nothing at all. The plastic quality, even though it's a buildable figure, the plastic quality feels great. Seriously, this plastic is thick and durable, and I love it. It feels amazing. It is a beautiful figure to pose around and hold in your hand. I love it, man. Now for comparison, and let's finally get a proper look of how he looks with the SH Figuarts right there. My camera's kind of throwing off the colors of my SH Figuarts. This is the standard one, not the Naruto 99 one. There we go. I think that looks a little bit better. So there you go. You can see how they look. You can see he's shorter, which a lot of people are going to like, because a lot of people do not like how tall the SH Figuarts Naruto is. And we'll compare him with the SH Figuarts Sasuke in a moment, so you can see how that looks. And you can see the scoundrel. And you can see the Blokees, like the limbs are thicker on the Blokees, like the legs down there are thicker, and the orange you can see is a lot brighter on the Blokees right there. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is up to you. I think I'm kind of indifferent to it. I kind of like both shades. So yeah, man, looks freaking great. And now let's bring in, of course, the other figure in the line so far, Blokees Boruto. There we go. Right now, I currently have the full line right here, and I can't see myself changing that. I think I'm going all in on this. I'm so excited. I'm genuinely so excited. I'm going to support the ever-loving hell out of these figures, so we just get every fucking character, man. Because if Tamashii is going to just keep releasing the same characters over and over again, then I'm going to be rooting for Blokees to give me all of my favorite lesser-known characters. I have got no issue with that. Of course, to be clear, I'm still collecting every one of the SH Figuarts as well, but I'll also be collecting every one of the Blokees. And as for which of these two figures is better, I definitely think Boruto wins in the face department. I think his face is a lot more accurate, at least with the default face. We'll talk about the alternate faces for him. And of course, this is in scale with the... And of course, Boruto is the same scale as the kid scale right here. So this is like the new kid scale that SHF came up with, and they followed it with Boruto right here. So you can see that he's perfectly in scale with the kid figures. He's just not in scale with the Shippuden figures. By the way, did y'all know that Kid Naruto is like so hard to get these right now? Like he's literally going for like 60, 70 bucks right now. And I'm sad because I really want a second one. I actually went to buy a second one on BBTS and discovered that he's like sold out everywhere. So hopefully they'll re-release him, because I want a second one real bad. Because I want to display one with the headband and one without the headband with the Tsunade head sculpt. Alright, moving on, let's show him with Sasuke now. And I'm going to be honest, this is actually my first time looking at him compared with Sasuke right here. There you go, there's how he looks with Sasuke. Yeah, that definitely looks a little bit small, but that's not to worry, of course, because they've already announced that they will be making their own Sasuke, and I am ecstatic. I can't wait to get it. But yeah, there you have him right there. I mean, if you were to mess with the look a little bit, the shot composition of whatever shot, whatever photo you're trying to take, you could definitely make it still look really, really good right there. But obviously, scale's a little bit off between these two, or maybe it's not. Maybe he is that short. Everybody seems pretty hell-bent on him being shorter than Sasuke, but I just think like the size of the face is like this, the size of the head in general looks a lot smaller than Sasuke, so I feel like that kind of kills it. But again, I can't wait for the Blokees. And here is Hinata right there, so you can see how he scales with SHF Hinata. Right there, I don't know, just reasons. And we'll do one more SHF Naruto comparison. We will do Minato right there. There you go. That actually looks pretty good. Once again, though, Blokees is giving a Minato. And for one last comparison, just so you can get a good sense of how he scales with some other lines, here he is with the amazing Yamaguchi Dabi right there. And this scale actually looks pretty dang good. I think the amazing Yamaguchis always do kind of run a little bit small, so that scale actually looks pretty good. Alrighty, it's time for my favorite part of the review. Y'all know it, say it with me. The accessories. Yes, lace guard arts with the alternate faces. We'll start off with this one, a nice smiling face right here. The only thing that I had trouble with when building this guy was getting these damn teeth parts into the faces right there. Those were a pain in the ass, but it's all right. We got them eventually, and there you go. There's the smiling face. I think this looks really dang good. Let's pop it on. And in order to pop on the face, you just got to come underneath here, and you have a little spot right here, which you can just pull right up on, and boom, just pop that off. That's a really nice stable peg right there. Just pop on your new one right there, and there you go. You can see that face actually looks really good. It's kind of goofy looking. You can definitely have a lot of fun with it, but I definitely really like that face. I like it a lot. However, my favorite face would be this one right here. I love this one. Really nice expression that we haven't seen with SH Figuarts yet, and I love it. it. Now, I will admit, it does kind of look kind of constipated. If you can definitely have some fun with this if you had a certain prop accessory. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But once you give him some awesome accessories, like we're going to go over in a second here, this face is really, really awesome. I love this one, man. I've been having him displayed with this one. And I gotta say, I love how easy it is to switch these faces. Like, that's definitely easier than the SH Figuarts, man. That is awesome. For hands, of course, we got fists in the packaging. Well, you actually have to put them on, so they're not on them in the packaging. And we get a pair of gripping hands, a pair of jutsu hands, a pair of splayed out hands, and only one Rasengan hand. Blokees, please include two, please. In order to swap the hands, it's super easy. It's honestly just so easy on this figure. I love it. You just pop them off. They give you no trouble whatsoever. They just pop right off, and you just pop on whichever one you want, and it just beautifully clicks in place right there. No struggle whatsoever. It's beautiful. I love it. I love messing with this figure. You also get an additional joint piece right here, which is awesome just in case something breaks or you lose one. So that's awesome. I wish they would include two of these though. That'd be nice. We get two kunais right here. These are the exact same ones that came with the Boruto right there. They're cool. They can be used with your SHFs as well. And if we want to give them those, we can of course just pop off the hands right here and pop on a gripping hand. And these are super easy to click on. Watch how easy this one is to click on, man. Watch this. So easy. Look how easy. Pop, pop. It's so easy. I absolutely love that. And then you can just take the kunai and just slip that into his hand right there. And Bob's your uncle. There you go. But now, of course, you know what time it is. It's Rasengan time, baby. Here is our Rasengan to go with this figure. It's a small one. It looks really good, but of course, it's proportioned to his scale right there. And yeah, it looks very nice right there, and it just pops into his hand very snug and secure right there. And utilizing that angry face right there, you can get some absolutely awesome looking poses and displays with the Rasengan. However, they didn't stop there. You also get a Rasen Shuriken, and just like with the face sculpt, this is a new Rasen Shuriken that we haven't seen come with the SHF. So yeah, this is a very early, like a Koski suppression arc level Rasen Shuriken, and I love it. I love the way this looks. It is so cool. I absolutely love it. I love how different it looks from the other ones that we've gotten with the SH Figuarts. Absolutely love it. And just like this one, it just pops right in here, super duper secure, and looks amazing. One problem I do have with this figure is that the only Rasengan hand you get is this one, and it's stuck in this pose, so it's kind of a little bit limited right there. I mean, obviously it's a good position to have the hand in for Rasengan attacking poses, but it would be nice if it was a little bit more versatile, right? But of course, you can have him in the air, charging this up, and get all the pop on that hairpiece for that extra head movement right there, and boom, absolutely awesome poses that you can get with these accessories. I love them, man. I love both the Rasengan and the Rasen Shuriken right here. I love that they're kind of unique takes on them. I love them, man. I love this figure. I think it's awesome. I think it's such a great start for the line. Yeah, awesome, man. Just awesome. And the last accessory we need to go over here, the display stand right here. It's exactly the same as Boruto's. It just has Naruto Shippuden written down there instead of Boruto down there, right there. So you can see exactly the same as the Naruto. I think the black also might be a little bit like darker on Naruto's one right there, but they're both very cool. And like I showed in the Boruto review, you can use these for other figures as well. And you get the little claw right here that you just plug in right there. You can take the clouds off if you need the space, of course. And we can just wrap this around the figure right there. So final thoughts on the Blokees Champion Class Naruto Uzumaki. Honestly, guys, I love this figure. I love it. I definitely don't think it's the equal to the SH Figuarts or anything, but that's fine because I love it for what it is on its own, and I am just so incredibly stoked for this line because, like, I can just imagine the displays if they just keep making characters and giving us all the characters that we want so badly. I am just so excited for this line. I hope it crushes it. I hope the sales are so good. I think there already are. I'm pretty sure both Boruto and Naruto sold out on BBTS. Kurama's gonna do absolute gangbusters. Yeah, I think these are gonna absolutely crush it. I think this line has some real potential to be one of the absolute go-to Naruto action figure lines because even though they're not as good as the SH Figuarts, they're cheaper, they're more accessible. You get to build them, which is super duper fun. And I honestly don't think this figure is that much worse than the SH Figuarts. And even though I have the SH Figuarts, I'm still going to play with this figure so much because I love how it feels. I love how easy it is to switch the pieces out. It's definitely easier than the SH Figuarts. Not a massive positive or anything, but you know, I got to give it positives over the SH figures where they come, because there is very few. But yeah, my subjective opinion, I love this thing. I think it's awesome. I 100% think that you all should go out and support this line, because this could have so much potential, man. They came out the gate swinging with a whole lineup of characters. If they sell well, I could see us getting so much more. And not even just Naruto. For all my fellow Boruto fans out there, we could get, finally, this could be our way of sunshine for getting more Boruto, at least more Naruto Next Generation stuff. Because I definitely think SHF will do to Blue Vortex, but I don't know if they're ever going to go back to Naruto Next Generations, and I want more Naruto Next Generations as well, so they could even give us more Boruto. Also, another thing I was thinking about, why would they give us Boruto perfectly scaled with the SH Figuarts kid figures if they were not planning on doing more of their own kid figures? You know, why would they make him in scale with that? Why would they not make him like a smaller figure, right? To have him in scale with these? No, they want to do their own. They're going to have their own lineup of kid figures, right? That's what I'm thinking anyway. And again, that is extremely exciting, because so many fans, myself included, want more OG Naruto stuff. We want more kid figures. We want Kid Neji, Kid Gaara, Kid Rock Lee. Huge, y'all. I'm so excited for this line. I hope it does amazing. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like and subscribe for more Naruto figure reviews in the future. And this is DJ Guillotine, signing out.